Good afternoon, students. So, as we are here for talking about last minute tips for general awareness for SSC CGL Tier 2 examination, we all know that in the month of January itself is your Tier 2 examination. The objective of the session is to tell you some tips so that your marks can be increased by 5 to 10%. So if you these are last minute tips. So if you follow this, your marks can be increased by 5 to 10%. Why? Because due to the efficiency. So there are last minute requirements. So you have to fulfill that, and once you do that, then you will able to do that. So it's more kind of a strategy session, means how you will attempt the paper. If you have see you have I think less than 10 to 15 days. Okay, so what are the topics where you have to revise more, how the SSC are asking the question. So like that, we will be discussing the things today. So without any further ado, let's begin the session. See, so wait, let me change my pen. Okay, now we know that in tier 2 general awareness questions, particularly focusing on the general awareness. See, understand this. By seeing the general awareness paper, so it will be in section 2. So first you will be giving maths and reasoning paper, then you will be giving English question, then general awareness will come. So first thing here to note is that there are 25 questions, and believe me, lot of questions are very out of the box. There are, first you have to attempt the paper of general awareness in 2 times, means in 2 go. How, why I am saying this is due to the nature of question, because some questions are very easy. Means one question they have asked in science, that what is this as far as charge is concerned. So now we clearly know this is an ion, means 1 electron less. But this is one question. No, another question what they have asked, they have asked the question that fluid mosaic model is there. Okay, it is proposed by Singer and Nicholson. We are not going into the detail in which year they have proposed that model. Or somewhat easy question, they have asked that James Chadwick, we know they have discovered, he has discovered the neutron, but they didn't ask that question. They asked in which year they have he has discovered that. So these type of bouncers can come. Okay, so my advice to you is first see all the questions. Okay, reading 25 question is not a very tough task, because it will not take very substantial amount of time. So by reading each and every question, and if you know, means you must attempt the easy question in every paper. Out of 25 question, minimum 7 to 5, minimum 7 to 10 questions are easy, depending upon your preparation. Okay, so one question in previous year, that is which of the following is acid base indicator. So litmus was the option, and very easy. Means if you have prepared, if you have read somewhat basic science, you know the answer. So some questions are of this type, some questions are of very tough. They are very tough in nature. So this is the thing. So first you will read all the questions and pick 5 to 7 easy question and see how you can uh, perform in that. Okay, now see, understand this. Out of 25 questions, minimum 5 to 6 questions, okay, they are asking from science. Okay, but understand this, the question which are asked in science are not based on technology questions. I mean, they are not innovation, they are not directly asking you what is the principle. They do not want that. What they want is basic formulas, mean journal science, very basic in nature. So I have discussed 2 3 questions. Let me discuss more so that you know which type of question they are asking. They are asking which amino acid is precursor to serotonin. Understand this. This is previous year question. So now this is very information based question. You must have done MSc, but you do not know the answer because it is one liner. Either you know it or you do not know that. Another thing they have asked the Coulomb's law equation. See the nature, very, very basic question it is. So they are asking very, very basic question, but you have to read these things. So either if you have read NCERT, then please revise it again because they are asking very, very basic questions. Okay. Most of the questions which are asked in science have their roots in NCERT. If you have read NCERT, then you must have the notes. Please have a glimpse of that notes. Main focus is on, means the tough question which they are asking are from biology. So biology, you must know which type of hormone is there, which type of amino acids. There are a lot of questions. So please revise it multiple times. Suppose you have not read NCERT. Okay, you have read Lucent. So please have a glimpse of that Lucent again so that that one liner will be in your mind when you are doing the paper. Okay, that is the thing. Physics, they are asking the questions like that. They are asking first very simple questions. They are not asking the tough questions, but understand this. Sometimes the nature of question is so vague. Means one question they have asked in previous year: who discovered lever and pulley? Now, believe me, a lot of people do not know that. Why? The reason is that because you must be focusing on the Coulomb's formula. You must be focusing on the gravitation force. You must be focusing on the concepts. But understand, these type of question are based on information. So either you know it or you do not know it. So these type of questions, you must read the boxes which they have mentioned in latest NCERT. So there they have written that lever and pulley is discovered by Archimedes. Like that they have done. So please do that in 5 to 10 days. Please go through NCERT. That is the thing. Please also see the nature of PYQ. Some are very, very vague. Some are very easy to do. So please understand that do the easier question first. Okay, that is the thing. Same goes for biology, same goes for physics, same goes for chemistry. Conceptual question, they are asking less. Informative based question, they are asking more. So that is also important. So any box which is mentioned in NCERT in the corner, okay, please have a look of that because they can ask that question directly from that. So your 2 marks can be increased, and 1 to 2 marks is quite substantial as far as GA is concerned, because GA, the nature of paper is very, very tough. So if you are able to increase your marks 1 and 2, you will get surely better rank, because maths, reasoning and English, most of the people are very, very good in that. Okay, so general awareness will give you the edge. Okay, so this is related to science. So science, you expect minimum 5 to 6 questions. Then constitution, polity is there, so polity, they are asking questions like I will be giving you some important topics after this, but first I am discussing the nature and how you will attempt the question. So they are asking very, very easy question from polity. What they are asking means, this time previously they have asked qualification of Supreme Court judge. Okay, that is the thing. They have asked the question related to president, the question related to parliament and executives. So are they important? Yes, they are very, very important. So you must go through that. 3 or 4 questions expect from can be expected from polity. Understand this. This is 2025, but we are talking about the paper of 2024. Why I have written 2025 here? Because that paper has been taken place in 2025, as your CGL tier 2 is has been scheduled on 2026. So that's why I have written. Okay, that is the thing. Current affairs, 2-3 questions they are asking. So if you have read current affair, please revise it one more time. Very quick revision is required, because generally SSC paper, they ask very vague current affairs. So instead of focusing more on current affairs, you can focus more on the static subject. So let me give you 2-3 questions how they are asking. So there was a means there was an application or a web-based application that has been developed by Minorities Development Finance Corporation, that is Milan. Now understand this. When this question is asked in previous year, very rare of the rare magazines which you are particularly focused on, I am talking about current affairs magazine, they rarely cover this type of question. So please understand this. If you have read current affair, please go through it 1 or 2 times, but understand this. They ask very vague question. One question they have asked, there was a badminton shot, so the speed of badminton shot is very large, means it's a world record, so they have asked that thing. Uh, some questions can be asked from the sports section, which are generally related to very popular news. Like previous year, there was a D. Gukesh who got world championship in chess. That question has been asked. Men's Junior Asia Cup. So India won the title. So they have asked that in which game that title India won. So that is related to hockey. So like that, they are asking some easier question which are doable, but some questions are very tough. So understand this. Our strategy should be at least covering 7 to 10 easy and doable question. Then focus on the remaining 15 question and try how much you can delve out of that 15 questions. Okay, if you are able to solve either by means 10 question easy to do. Suppose you are able to do 8 question out of that, and suppose out of 15 question you are able to do by option elimination 4 or 5 question, then it is a very decent score. Understand this. Okay, so in a tough paper, if you are able to do 13-14 questions, then it is a very good score. Even toppers, they are not able to do that. So make the strategy like this. Okay, so current affair, either the questions are very tough or they are very simple. They are asking the questions related to theme also. So there was a Wings India conference in previous year, no, they have asked the theme of that conference. No, so now understand this. Uh, remembering the themes is very tough, because each and every day there is a theme, and in whole year there are a lot of conferences and there are a lot of days which are having a different themes. So please go through it, because if you see that theme in the examination, you are able to tick that. So based question they are asking the current affair question related to sports, so focus on the sports area. Okay, that is the thing. Now Indian economy, at least expect 2 questions. So Indian economy, the nature of question is very vague. Sometimes they ask the question on macroeconomics, okay, static based. This is very easy. But sometimes they take the question which is related to current affair, but not simple current affair, very tough current affair. So one question previous year, that is based on liberalization. Now what is liberalization, they have asked. Very easy, nothing tough here. But one question they have asked related to a some committee is there. So there was an act. That act, it's itself a very tough. So in that act there was some current update, so they have asked that. One question they have asked means that is assertion based question. So they have asked related to microeconomics. Now that is the thing. So that is the nature. If you find macroeconomic question easier question, please try to do that. Okay, economy, either you will be finding one question in the paper or max to max two, but if you are finding two, that will be based on current affair. So Indian economy is not as important as the science, as the polity, as the geography. Okay, that is the thing. So now let's move to next slide. So geography, minimum 3 questions you will be getting, that minimum. And if you add environment and agriculture in that, then the question number should go to 4 to 5. So generally they are asking this much question from geography. Nowadays they are asking lot of questions from environment also. We will be discussing it in upcoming slides, so do not worry about that. Let me close this. So history, they are asking 2-3 questions. Some questions are from modern history. Rarely they ask question related to uh, ancient history. Okay, so major tilt is towards modern and medieval, so focus more there. Okay, uh so that is this thing. Plus focus more on kings, because they generally ask question related to king. So the previous year question of medieval history, which I remembered, if I remembered that correct, first sultan who visited Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti Dargah. Now that question is not very easy to find in the books which you are referring. Okay, that is not easy to find. Okay, so understand this. They can ask tough questions also. So 15 questions they asked very vaguely. So it's very tough. So most of you will be thinking that okay, that is Akbar. No, that is not the correct answer. It is from Delhi Sultanate. So now it is very tough. Okay. Plus, you have heard about Amir Khusro. Sometime they asked how many kings. Okay, Amir Khusro, his tenure is very long. No, he has seen about 7 to 9 kings. So now they will be asking the question. He was a so related to that, related to books, they are asking. Okay, so they are asking questions like that. So please understand this. History, more focus should be given on modern and medieval. And if you have very less time, if you have time, then you can focus on ancient also. So ancient, very less probability of asking the question, but modern and medieval, very high chances. Okay, this year they have asked the question related to satyagrah. So understand this. The first satyagrah done by Mahatma Gandhi is in 1970. 1917, that is Champaran Satyagrah. But how they are asking the question? They have twisted the question. They have said first satyagrahi, satyagrah by Gandhiji in India, in which he has done hunger strike. Now most of you, most of the people, they have ticked 1970, but the correct answer is 1980. And they have asked the year. Why? Because in Champaran Satyagraha, Gandhiji didn't do the fasting part. So that is the thing. So very important, nitty means minute details they are asking. So that is the thing. So please understand, read big things. Now, Champaran Satyagraha, is it important? Yes, very important. Okay, all the satyagrahas done by Gandhiji is very important. Initial threes are very important. So are they asking question from there? Yes, but they are asking very minute detail. So focus on the detail. Okay, that is the thing which is in history. A sports question, I am saying it is asking two questions. They are asking that they are asking the question based on international organization, but they are not directly asking where is the headquarter, where is that. No, they are asking the reports by the organization. They are asking some committees which are formed by the international organization. So two questions are from sports and one question is from that thing. Okay, so this is the complete detail. This is the complete topic wise breakup. Now I will be telling you how you will use your days efficiently, so that, and what are the topics, so that you can able to increase 5 to 10% marks in the examination. Okay, now let's move forward. So understand this. Here I do not want to tell you how to uh, attempt the paper, because I have told you very simple strategy. Questions are can be very easy, or question can be very vague. So please try to attempt the paper in 2 shifts. First, read all the 25 questions and tick all the easy one. Then come back and then solve the tough one and see how you able to get that. But please do not do but please do not tick those questions where you are not able to find any answers, because that is a very bad thing to do. Because see, understand this, the minus marking is also huge, so it can decrease your score. So if you know it, then only you have to tick it. Okay, please do not uh, tick the question if you do not know the answer. Okay, now summary, general awareness. So current affair, 3-4 questions. History, geography, 4 to 6 question you can expect. Indian economy either 1 or 2, polity and constitution 4, science 6 to 7 questions, census also there is 1 question. In every shift there is a question related to census. But please understand this, there they are asking the question which is not very easy to, you have to delve into details of the census. Means they have this time they have asked the question, they do not have asked the question what is the population growth, decadal population growth in India. They have asked what is the population growth of Hindu religion in the decadal population growth. See, now you have to focus on each and every religion. One time they have asked the question which is in which year India decadal population growth is maximum. So like that they are not asking the question only from census 2011. They are asking the question historical questions from the census. So you have to go through that also. Okay, that is the thing. Now let's move forward. Okay, they are asking the questions based on sports. They are asking the question based on constitution. Now we will be discussing for each and every subject. Okay, so this is the thing. Guesswork, big no. No, please do not do that. If you are able to eliminate the option in 2 3 questions, then it is good. But please do not do the guesswork, because understand this, it will reduce the chances, because your negative can increase. Okay, if my question is right, I will be getting 3. But if my question is wrong, I will be penalized. And so that from that penalty, the score reduce significantly. So understand this, no guesswork. Okay, general awareness is already very tough. Either you can see the pattern in this year tier 1 or previous year tier 2 paper. So general awareness is not very easy, and whenever the paper is not very easy of a particular subject, you can't do the guesswork. So do less questions, but make sure that you will attempt that right. So in that paper, if you able to score, means out of 75, if you able to score, if you are able to do 13 question or 12 question correctly, then you will be scoring 36 and 39. Although this score look very less, but understand this, the nature of general awareness is very, very tough. So this score is very, very good. Okay, so this is the thing. Attempt single liner in the first round, lengthier but doable questions in second round. Okay, very simple question you must attempt in the first round. Please understand this. The key is to attempt the easier question right at the right. Okay, and you must get a score out of that. And if you are able to eliminate the option in the tougher ones, then you must go for that question. So my job is to attempt all the easier questions first and make sure that I attempt that question right. So 30 means 30 out of 75 is my initial target, first round target, because 10 questions are surely easy. 15 I will see in the next round. If I able to eliminate 3 or 4 questions, means if I able to do 3 or 4 questions in second round, then my score is very, very decent, which is 42 or 39, and this is very decent. Understand this. Okay, now preparation. First we will talk about Indian economy. Indian economy, the questions are generally from, if you see the trend of 2 3 years, they are generally from macroeconomics. So may more focus on macroeconomics there. Okay, so that is the thing. Focus more on economic reforms post 1991, because this year they have asked the question related to what is liberalization. Very very easy. LPG reforms should be focused on 5 year plan. That is very, very important. Okay, so they can ask question from 5 year plan. They can ask question from Niti Aayog. So you must remember this. Okay, they can ask the question related to banking basics, inflation. They are asking the question, they can ask the question related to fiscal policies also. So please focus on these things. Okay, but Indian economy, that the only 1 or maximum 2 questions can be expected. So in my priority list, this is not the first thing, this is the last thing. First I will cover the major subjects that are polity, history, geography, and science. Science is very, very important. These four are my priority. Then I will go for Indian economy or current affairs. Okay, so that is the sequence which you have to revise. Okay, now Indian history and culture. See, culture, very less chance of asking the question, and if they ask, then it is not very easy question. So if you have not done culture until now, you can leave that, because now there is no time. Okay, uh, and I will advise you, if you want how to do the history part, first focus on modern, and modern also big things like Congress session, like Mahatma Gandhi, like the all the movements which he has done. Okay, focus on the Congress session which have played very major role, like the Congress session which is done in Surat, which is done in Lahore. Okay, these type of sessions are very, very important. Now, see, understand this. Focus must be on major incidents which happened, like Jallianwala massacre is there. Uh, like there is Pune Pact. So you must remember between whom that is signed. Uh, so these kind of things you must remember. There are several religious reform movements in the country. So Brahma Samaj is formed. You must know who is the founder, when it is formed. Okay, dates and years are very, very important. Okay. Uh, National movement, freedom struggle, freedom and partition, that is the modern history. Okay, if you want to tell me which type of questions they are asking, so this year they have asked the question, means one question is related to Kushan Empire, who is the third king. So Kanishka is the third king. That is very easy. Satyagraha question I have told you. Okay, I have also told you first Sultan they have asked. So sometimes in medieval history, they ask literary works. So they are asking the works of Amir Khusro. They are asking the works of Badiuni. They are asking the work of different authors. You must know this. Okay. There are very important battles they can ask. They are asking the question related to Battle of Sarhind. They are asking the, so years are very, very important. Okay. Uh, Battle of Khanwa is important. Panipats, they are important, and we all know that. Okay. Delhi Sultanate, all the important Sultan, various departments which they have created, no, Diwane Arj, Diwane Khas. So who have created that? These type of questions can be asked. Autobiographies can be asked. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, Vijay, focus more on the. If you want to focus more on South, then the most important South Kingdom is Vijayanagar Empire. So focus on that. This year, I think there was one SSC paper. In that paper, they have asked, there are four dynasties in the Vijayanagar Empire. Tell the sequence. So like with these questions, they can be asked. Okay, there are several buildings which are created in the medieval era. Okay, so Qutub Minar is there. Okay, there are mosque, several mosques which are created by the Delhi Sultan as well as Mughals also. So these are also important. So architecture is also important. But understand this: instead of focusing on which type of architecture, you must know these type of information, which is generally a very journal thing to know. Okay, who now they can ask, uh, who is who started the work of Qutub Minar? Very easy. Okay, Kutubuddin Aibak. Who ended that? So Iltutamish is there. But there was one more king who has increased one more floor in that. They can also ask the question that in whose name the Qutub Minar is formed. So these type of questions can be asked. Okay, so they are asking questions related to medieval and modern. If your medieval and modern is over and you have read ancient previously also, you have to revise. Only now you can do the revisions. Okay, so if you have already done that, then ancient. then do the Asian. So first priority is modern, second priority is medieval. Then if you have time left, go for ancient. Okay, because they are asking less questions from ancient. Okay, now let's move forward to geography. Geography physical geography questions are rising day by day. Okay, Indian geography they are asking one or two questions, and the more focus is on environment nowadays. Okay, now let me tell you how the question they are asking. So in physical means in environment, okay, in physical geography, there was a term known as Köppen classification. It is related to climate. So they have asked one question in each set related to Köppen classifications. Okay, that is the thing. They have asked the question related to cyclones also. Okay, that is the thing. So in physical, they are asking the question which are particularly informative in nature. So if you have read NCERT, NCERT is the single most and very important and beneficial source for geography. All the people who are giving the SSC any competitive exam for geography, they are referring NCERT only. So if you have read NCERT, go through that. Okay, revise it multiple times. You can get the answer. You can get a lot of your question correctly. But from physical, you can expect only one question, one or two maximum. Okay, one or two, because see the total questions are 25 only. Okay, from Indian geography, they have asked the question related to antecedent river with this time. So they can be asking the question from Brahmaputra, Indo, mean Ganga. They can be asking the question related to Satluj. Nowadays, they are also asking the question which is not very popular river. So also focus on that. Focus on lakes, because one year they have asked the question which river fall into the lake of Srinagar. So that question they can ask. They can ask the question to arrange the river from east to west or from north to south. So see the rivers in map also. Do not cram the rivers, because they can ask the sequence also. So that is the thing. Soil patterns they are asking wildlife conservation. So wildlife conservation is a environment part. So one question they have asked related to IUCN red list. So they are in IUCN red list, there are some species which are endangered, which are critically endangered. No, one is endangered, which is one is near threatened, what one is extinct, one is critically endangered. So these type of species you must keep more focus on. Forest outlet question was there in environment section. So that is the thing. You must focus on conventions also. So there are convention, Stockholm Convention is there, Vienna Convention is there. So you must know the objectives of these convention plus the year in which they have signed. So like that, you have to do that. Okay, they are asking the question related to national parks. They are asking the question related to water resources, mineral distributions. Okay, so these type of question can be expected in the exam examination. But understand, the nature of question is not very much conceptual. It is more a informative based question. So either you know it or you do not know it. So in last days, just go through the NCRTs. Okay, and if you have created the notes, well and good, go through that. And if you have time, please see the PYQ also. Then from looking the PYQ, you must able to identify that what are the patterns on which they are asking the question. How is the nature of the question? Because sometimes by reading NCRT or by reading a theoretical book, we merge ourselves into the concept so much. But in the SSC paper, they are asking only information or one liner based question. So you must focus on that. In the NCRT also, you must see what is written in the box. No, there is a in NCRT there are several boxes. Did you know a new thing? So there you must see, because the questions can directly be asked from these boxes. Okay, now polity means you have to focus on polity. Polity this year they have asked the question related to qualification of Supreme Court judges. Okay. Then they ask the question, Supreme Court cases are very, very important. Okay. So there was a question related to Minerva means in that question, the objective is given. Then they have asked which of the following case. So there was a Minerva Mills case. There was Dorai Rajan, Champak Dorai Rajan case. There was 2 3 cases are also there. So you must know in the year of the case which landmark decisions are these, no? So you must remember, see, Supreme Court has the power to give the ruling, and their ruling, their landmark decisions, they act like a rules for, they act like a law for the lower court and for all over India. So you must focus on that. Now they are asking the question related to Supreme Court cases also. Okay. They are asking, okay. Now, if you ask me what is the most important thing, so this part is very, very important. Local government, maybe they will ask or not. Okay, because they have to ask a 2 or 3 questions. So generally, those questions are from either from governor, CM, or Supreme Court, or there are some historical questions also. Historical means, if I remember correctly, there was one question in SSC Tier 1 this year. So they have asked who was the home minister in the first cabinet of India. So this type of question. Now this is very historical question, no? So this is particularly what read in historical history of Indian Constitution. So there you must know, you must be very, very apt with the parts of the institution, constitution. You must be very apt with the articles, because they can directly ask article 323 is related to which of the following organization. Okay, they can ask the question, because see, election commission is already in news. So that is the thing. Okay, so constitutional framework, historical background, important acts, fundamental rights. You must be very, very apt with these fundamental duties they are asking. Which they will give you 2 3 statement, and then they will ask, is this the part of fundamental duty? There are constitution amendment like 86 constitution amendment. Okay, they can ask the question related to right to education. So route, they can ask the constitution amendment of right to education. Okay, and in which part the amendment has been done. It is done in fundamental right, it is done in fundamental duties, it is done in DPSP also. So the DPSP articles are also important. So these type of things you must revise it before going through going to examinations. Okay, miscellaneous topics, very less chance, but see, minority question they have asked, no, this year. Which organization means minority loan platform is there, so they can ask that. So understand this. In polity, the nature of question is particularly one line. You must read either here, if you have made notes from Lakshmikant, then read Lakshmikant in very fast mode. You can't read Lakshmikant first time and now. If you haven't read Lakshmikant, Lucent is the very good source. So read the Lucent, because in Lucent all the important points are written related to all the topic and in very crisp manner. So you can go through this with that, and then you can see the PYQ. So polity will be done. And polity, generally the question which are asked in polity are easier as compared to the other sections. So that is also a good thing. But understand this, you must remember. So one time they have asked who is the calligrapher of Indian Constitution. Most of the students they have taken B.R. Ambedkar. Now B.R. Ambedkar is not a calligrapher. Calligrapher is very, very different man. Not B.R. Ambedkar. B.R. Ambedkar is in the committee who have finalized the constitution. They haven't wrote it by their hands. Someone who has written the constitution by their hands are known as calligrapher. So that is the thing. Okay. Now let's move forward. Physics. Physics, science is very, very important. No, so science, and they are asking a lot of questions. Coulomb law equation they have asked. Okay, they have asked the gravitation formula. So Newton's first law they have asked. Okay, principles are very important. units of physical quantity are very important. So these are very important. Most important book is NCERT. If you have gone through NCERT, well and good. Please revise it. If you haven't gone through NCERT, so revise the book which you have read. But open the NCERT and read the boxes, because they are asking the question directly from the boxes. And please focus on year also, because they have asked two questions related to year. One was James Chadwick question, means James Chadwick has discovered the neutron, and in which year he has done. Plus fluid mosaic model proposed by Singer and Nicholson. They have asked in which year. Now see, they are focusing on the years also. Coulomb law equation they have asked, and they have in physics these type of question you can expect. Plus one question was very vague, and that is of general awareness in nature, means what that question is particularly can be asked or can be put in general knowledge section, that is who discovered lever and pulley. Okay, so these questions can be directly seen from these boxes. That is the thing. Chemistry, chemical composition, baking soda formula. Okay, simple formulas you must know. Okay, atmospheric phenomena plus chemical names you must know. Acid alkaloids, how to do the acid based wood testing, because this year they have asked litmus test, no? So acid base indicator they have asked the question related to monoatomic gases. Which of the following is monoatomic gas? So they have asked the question like that. So these type of questions can be asked in chemistry also. Biology, particularly genetic diseases, particularly related to our digestive system, related to our neurons, related to our respiratory system, related to our blood system. So they can ask question like that. Okay, so systems in human body, diseases they are asking. So one question is which of the following diseases can happen if there was a deficiency of particular vitamin? So that question can be asked. Related to tissue culture, cloning, these questions can be asked. So now focus on NCERT. If you haven't gone through NCERT, then the book which you have followed, but read the boxes of the NCERT, that you can do. Okay, in biology that is enough. Now wait, one thing one thing we have left here, that is current affair. Okay, and so I will cover this current affair here only. Give me a second. So current affair is also important. So current affair you must focus on uh, 2-3 areas very in a very focused approach. One is sports. Sports, they are asking a lot of questions. So this year they have asked two questions related to sports. One is men's junior hockey, men's junior Asia Cup. Okay, and one question is related to D So that is the thing. And one question they have asked the fastest badminton shot world record. So that is of 2024. So that is the thing. They can ask the question related to Olympics. They can ask the question related to your Commonwealth game, Asian games, how many medals India won, who won the medal, like that question they can directly ask from there. A general awareness question is also general knowledge section is there. General knowledge section means how, which is the type of question which they are asking. So this time they have asked Indian Railways question related to Indian Railways. What is that question? So there are various zones in Indian Railways, no? So specifically they have asked which is the headquarter of South Central Zone. So for that, you must know how many zones are there. Now, then you can identify that where is the South Central Zone and where is the headquarter of South Central Zone. So you must would know this. So these are the questions which are related to Indian Railways. They can ask question on budget also. Previous year budget, because this year your paper will be before the budget. So previous year budget, expect the question from there also. Okay. So one question is related to that Very simple question. It is related to the principle which is used in magnet trains. Like that question. Acha, question that are asked on some questions which is asked on first. No, first means I will give you the example. So, who is the first woman who climbed the Mount Everest? So, like that questions you can expect. So rarely people know who is the first woman. Pachendri Pal is first Indian woman, not the first woman. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, another thing, who is the first woman who climbed Mount Everest 2 times? So the question which are first type, no, they can be asked in the paper. So they have asked, means in previous year they have asked India's first nuclear test. No, so who was the prime minister then? Now, to answer this question, you must know two things. When was the first nuclear test happen? First nuclear test. So that is the first thing. Then you must know the tenure of all the PMs. So then you can identify that who is the PM at that time. So see, tenure of all the PMs, tenure of all the presidents you must know. So sometimes there are few vice president who remain in their tenure for 10 years, means two consecutive terms. Remember their names also. So like that question they are asking. So you must know when is the nuclear test, who was the PM at that time. So they can also ask the question in 1991 there was a LPG reforms, no, 1991-92. So there was a LPG reform. Who was the PM at that time? So they can ask like that. Who was the president at that time? Who was the finance minister at that time? So they can ask the question. So this is the thing. Plus Nirmala Sitharaman, I think this year she has already broke lot of records. But this year I think she will be giving her seventh or eighth budget she is giving what this year. So what that can itself a record. Records which are related to women, these are very important. Okay, so these are very important thing. You must focus this year, you must focus on SIR also, special intensive revision. Okay, lot of news related to SIR. You must focus on EC. So you must focus on what is the structure of EC, how many uh, means how many chairperson will be one, but how many election commissioner are there in uh, election commission. What is the article related to election commission? Is right to vote is a constitutional right or a legal right? These type of questions can be expected this year. Okay, so understand this, the nature of question. So I will summarize everything now. How to attempt the paper, that is the first thing we have discussed. So we will be doing the paper in two shifts. First we will be seeing all the question, we will be taking the easier one in each and every paper. How means if the paper is very tough, 7 to 8 question will be very easy. If paper is very easy, then this number can be increased. So our goal is to do the easier one correct. Okay, so I have to gather minimum marks first in the general awareness, then I will foray into the other questions which I find very tough to do. So in that, if I able to manage, if I able to do 3 4 question by option elimination, by any technique, then I will be doing that, and I will be doing no guesswork, because guesswork can reduce my marks substantially. So if I able to get 39 to 42 marks out of 75, obviously in general awareness section, and if the paper is tough, then it is a very good score. Understand this. Okay, and it can increase your rank substantially. So that is the first thing we have discussed. Then we have discussed in each section where to focus more. So in general awareness, by seeing the paper trend, I will focus more on science. Then I will focus on history. In history, I will focus more on modern and medieval. Then if time remains, then I will focus on ancient. Thereafter, I will go on for geography and polity. Polity is very, very easy. The questions are factual in nature. Okay. After covering all the four, I can focus either on static general awareness or current affairs. So that is the plan for upcoming days, because there are very, very less days remaining. Okay. So that is the thing. If you have any doubt, you can ask now. Okay. I think I have addressed all the important tidbits which you can do before going for the examination. Okay. Anything which you want to ask, you can ask it now in the chat section. I can read the chat. Okay. Okay. So there is no question in the chat session. No need to worry. We will be winding up this session. Please understand this. You will see the general awareness section after doing the maths section, reasoning section, that is session 1, then English session in session 2. Important topics for quant. Now, quant we have already quant we have already taken the session. Please see in the playlist. There was a live session related to quants. You can see the things there. Okay. I can only talk about general awareness in this section, because in that session they have covered all the important topics related to quant, reasoning as well as English. So you can see that. Open the live section, you will find that session. Okay. So that is the thing. For current affairs, we must be following with this strategy. Okay, current affair, you must revise the current affair which you have read already. Please do not focus on new current affair, because either the question is very, very easy in the paper or it will be very, very vague. So there is high chance that that question is not covered in any of the current affairs. So please focus less on current affair and more on the static part, that is geography, polity, economy and history. Would like that. Focus more on static part instead of current affairs. Okay. And very, very best of luck for your examination. You have worked very hard. Last days, focus or do more hard work and focus on PYQs and do your best. Okay. I think it's enough for now. Thank you very much. Let's conclude the session.